Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of All the Mods 6. How are you guys doing today? How's life? If you did not have any unfortunate accidents, I'm happy to hear that. In between the episodes, I have been slightly busy. I did a crazy amount of enchantments and we did manage to get Warpal. I also enchanted these two Hell Shelves that you see over here so that I would be able to get the Hell Infusion 3. Not all of them are Hell Infusion 3, some of them we still have to combine. I have moved our Botania area to a more permanent location because I was tired of the noises that the clock makes. And since I was lazy to make flowers, I made a Jaded Amaranthus. And it's a good thing that we checked. Let's make some mana. Last episode we did manage to get the Morgan Sword, and the way that we upgrade it and increase its damage is by killing villagers. But there are two problems. One of them is, every time that you kill a villager in order to upgrade your sword, you are going to consume 300 mana. You see, we killed 2, I lost 600. Another more important problem is that getting villagers with a Cocoon of Caprice is extremely expensive, at least for the moment, because I do not have access to unlimited emerald and mana steel is still expensive. So what have I done? I have made the manual mob farm that I make in every single mod pack. It's a very simple 9x9, and down here we have an access point, we have a mob duplicator, we're giving it a redstone signal so that we can turn it on and off. It's getting essence from the ender tank, and don't worry, the tank is empty, but the pipe has a lot of essence. And we're also giving it power. I also have an item collector so that we can take out the loot, and I have a lever to control the spawns. But one very important thing, you cannot capture villagers in a mob imprisonment tool if you have the Easy Villagers mod installed. And since I do not have any use for the Easy Villagers mod, I just disabled it and we're good to go. We are doing 16.4, 17.4, 24.8. Nice. Oh, and by the way, this 24.8 is without any enchantments. It's just unbreakable. That's it. Hello. That's a nice pick. Do I want this pick? Yeah, we take it. I heard a ghast. It's okay, maybe I have gone crazy. So, what is the plan for today? We have so many things to do, but I think we should start by making some Terra Steel. We already have 4 of the runes, the only rune that we're missing is the Rune of Mana. And it is very simple to craft. There you go. And for some reason that was a quest. We're just going to set it up over here. I need 1 spark. And some mana. We don't need a crazy amount of mana, but you know, just a bit. And if nothing has changed, here is our first Terra Steel. I don't want to waste all of the mana that we have, but let us make, I don't know, 3 of them? I'm going to use 1 of them in order to upgrade my Band of Mana, and we're going to use 1 of them in order to make 2 Natural Pylons, and the Elven Gateway Core, which is also a quest. They have weird quests. And these ones I'm actually going to use them later on in order to make some Botany pots. So here is our Elven portal, 2 mana pools, we should give them a little bit of mana to get started, and I'm going to give them 2 sparks. For the moment we don't have the augments, but I'm just going to put them over there. We add the natural pylons, and we activate the gateway. Which, talking about augments, we need a recessive augment. So give me a pixie dust. Our recessive augments goes on here. So now we should be able to use our mana tablets, and we should be okay. That is our entire supply of mana. That's it. The main reason that I wanted to get Terra Steel was to try and get the Hopper Botany pot. We also need a Hopper Hawk. So Hopper Hawk is light grey and grey. And we also need some runes of air. We have 5. That's it, right? Yes. And now that I have my Hopper Hawk, let us try to make some Botany pots. There you go. We shall have 2. And if I manage to get a hoe, can we make some Insanium farmland? Yes. The reason that we wanted the Botany pot was to try and get extra seeds from uranium and uranite, because these are tier 5 and they are slightly expensive. And since this is going to be very temporary until we get enough seeds, I planted them next to the ritual. I'm not sure if it works. Do you? I wouldn't know. But in the JEI it tells you that you have a 5% chance. So it could take some time, but I'm not in a hurry. We have so many things to do. We are doing 39 damage. Good, because I want to fight the Wither today and I really prefer if we do like 100 damage. As it turns out, yes, there is a chance of getting extra seeds. It's going to take a stupid amount of time, but it's fine. Because I think we have plenty of Uranite essence to get us started. Well, I thought it's going to be plenty. It's just 2 stacks and 42. So I would say that at this very moment it does make sense to automate Powah a little bit. There are 5 recipes that I need to automate from Powah. One of them is the Energized Ingot, Blazing Crystal, Niotic Crystal, Spirited Crystal, and Nitro Crystal. There is an Ender Core, but since I'm not going to use Powah in order to transfer RF, we're not going to need that. And there's also dry ice, but we're just gonna use blue ice. It would be a little bit less efficient, but it's okay. We can live with that. The question is, can I move this chest? Yes, I have just made a substitute and I can now remove you. So here is how it's going to work. We need to automate 5 recipes, so I made 5 energizing orbs. I am going to hook them up to item connectors, and just to make things less confusing, I'm going to name the connectors. And since I need a decent amount of channels, we cannot use the XNet controller that we're using for the processors. I installed a new one. So here is the issue that we have with Powah. If we want to make the energized ingot, we need 1 iron and 1 gold, right? And it will start crafting. But if you add 1 more iron, then the recipe is invalid. So what we need to do is to just make sure that this energizing orb does not receive more than 1 iron and 1 gold. And I just realized we cannot use the same chest in order to autocraft for Powah and also the inscribers, because gold is a common resource, and also diamonds. So it's okay, we're going to have a dedicated barrel for Powah. How are we going to do this? We're going to have a channel for items. We are going to tell our XNet to export gold and only keep 1 gold inside the energizing orb. So if I put the gold in, it goes over there. The problem is that if I add 1 more iron over here and increase it to 2, there is a very high chance that you're going to get 2 pieces of gold or 2 pieces of iron, not 1 of each. Therefore, I need to make another channel for iron and do the exact same thing. And by exact same thing, I mean just keep 1. So now if I put the gold and iron inside the barrel, you will get 1 of each. And it's not working because I have to link the rods. That's it. You see, now it's working on its own. The only thing remaining is that we have to take the steel and put it back inside the barrel. So now it should work automatically. We get the steel, it goes inside the barrel, and we go for the next recipe. So, you are off the list, we come to blazing. Blazing crystal, niotic crystal, and spirited crystals are easy peasy because they just have 1 ingredient, and that's it. So I can just extract 1 blaze rod, insert only 1, and it should be automatic. It takes a little bit of energy, so yeah. And obviously now I can just extract it and put it inside our barrel. And if I give you more, you should do that automatically. I went up ahead and did the exact same thing for niotic and spirited crystals. We cannot do the nitro crystal yet because you might notice that we need a nether star. But now that we have access to a decent amount of resources, let me try to make a few rods and I'll be right back. I went up ahead and finished everything and I think it looks decent enough. If you have all the ingredients at the same time, it actually looks cool. I just had to gather a little bit of items just to show you. You see, it looks nice. Although I would like to mention that this is actually not very efficient, because in order to make an energized ingot, you need like, I don't know, 2000 RF, and in order to make a nitro crystal, you need millions. So it makes much more sense to have more rods focused on this energizing orb, rather than this one. But this one is more symmetrical, and I like it. Anyways, now that we have the energizing orb, why not trying to make the creative energy cell from applied energistics, because the recipe for it is not that bad. Yes, you need 400 million RF, but I think we should be able to manage it. We just need a dense energy cell, and I don't know, we put you over there, and we can accelerate it by a little bit. Yeah, that is 2 million RF, 3 million, 4 million, and 1%. It's okay, it's going to take 2 hours, and I'm fine with it. But the entire reason that I did this is to try and get spirited crystals, so that we can make a reactor. Oh, and by the way, I further upgraded our sword, and now it's 64 damage. Oh, phantoms! I was looking for them. I don't remember why, but I was looking for them. Where are you? There. Is it like once every night, or do they attack more? I don't know, but we have more important things to do. We need to make a reactor. Oh, and by the way, I did notice that you can make the crystals using mystical agriculture, but mystical agriculture is very slow. This is much faster. I have 113. Let's hope it's enough. One thing that we should remember is that we need 36 of you, and we can make 28. It's okay, I can wait. Actually, we have 16 over here, which unfortunately it's not enough. It is perfectly fine, we can make more. And in the meantime, maybe we should focus on a little bit of enchantments. I can break you, right? Yes. I wasn't sure if you need Silk Touch or not. So what we want to do is that we want to enchant the Hell Shelf with Hell Infusion 3. And you might notice that this is a slight improvement, but we want to have the glowing Hell Shelf, because I'm assuming that is a bigger improvement, and it's relatively cheap, you just need glowstone. And that was an advancement. Nice. So previously we were at level 45, now we are at level 48. I'm missing 1. Yes, very good. I have made 7 more, and where do we stand? Level 60. I mean, if that is the case, let me try and get a few more books. I'm just a little bit worried about our levels. I managed to make 6 more. I'm not sure if it's enough. Oh, it is enough. Yes. So now if I want to enchant something, we are still at level 60. Yes, I think if we want to have more, we need to go for Draconic, which is not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, Looting 4, Smite 6, and Vorpal 4. That is good. So if that is the case, I have 2 Vorpal trees, right? Can we like extract them and mix them to get 4? Yes. And can I take the Vorpal 4 out of this one and make a Vorpal 5? That would be awesome. Yes. Vorpal 5. So how much does it cost to put it on my sword? 13 levels. Okay, let me get a few books. Oh, we got another Vorpal 4. Nice. The item that I was looking for was Looting 4, because we have one Looting 4, and maybe we can get Looting 5. Capturing. So where do we stand? I have made a super book. Looting 5, Vorpal 6, Capturing 2, Sweeping Edge 5, Sharpness 6, and Soulbound. And how much does it cost to put it on our sword? 110 levels. Oh, we're still at 128. Is there anyone I can kill? It's okay, we're going to try it over here, and it should be fine. We have an Enderman. Hello. We got 4 pearls, 4 fragments, and 1 heart. Looting is nice. Now that we have spent some time, are my crystals ready? Yes. Whoops. I forgot I had a hole. So if I'm not wrong, we need 9 casing, and we need to have 36. That is really good because I think this guy is going to give us like, I don't know, 50,000 RF. We don't have that much Uranite, we only have 192. That can be improved if we have more seeds, yes. Cause you know, we still have a phytogenic insulator over here and we can get a little bit more. We just give you some phyto grow and please be fast. At this very moment, I do not have access to any ice, but let us give you the fuel, coal and redstone. You are generating 72,000 RF. Why is it dropping? Well, it's fluctuating a lot, but it's okay. We're still at 50,000, so I'm happy. And don't you worry, we're going to have more than one. But the main reason that we could not have more is that I'm out of resources and I could not sift gravel. And if you're wondering why the hell did I not sift gravel, it's because we were out of power. Now we should be good. Oh, you need food. Yes, finally. Some decent resources. Oh, I'm full again. I can upgrade the sword. We are at 78. So now we need to figure out how to make ice. There was a small water freezer from Engineer's Decor, and it will freeze water into ice, packed ice, and finally blue ice. So it's incredibly easy to automate. And it does not have a crazy recipe. Just to remember how exactly it works, let us have a fluid pipe over here. We extract the water and we insert it into the freezer. So you're getting water, that is good. We give you power. There is ice inside, okay? If we leave it a little bit longer, that should be converted into packed ice. Yes, that is packed ice. So you're going to give me blue ice too? Such a nice little device, and we can just extract it, right? Yes. And if you're wondering why we need ice, we need it for the reactor. As a coolant. Yes, now it's generating more RF. 64,000. Of course, the reactors from Powah are not going to be hyper efficient because we are not going to go for dry ice. Avitus is in the night sky and our ritual is working on steroids. So look how fast the crops are growing. But that is not the most important thing that I wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you that, do you feel the lag? I am trying to make ice, but the problem is, our base is on top of a ley line, so phase are driving me crazy. Yeah, you see? It's every 30 seconds. But if I'm not wrong, we are almost done and we can deal with them very soon. Oh, our creative energy cell is ready. Really? Yes. Nice. We have 25 membrane, and I just remembered why we needed them. We need them in order to make an elytra. But we need a dragon scale, but we will get that anyways. This is not the fastest thing in the world, but it is going to generate us a lot of blue ice. And so far we have 15. Maybe it is the fastest thing in the world. Oh, more phantoms. Hello? We are looking for a spell called Mystic Eye of Phase Sight. Oh yes, this one. It's 3 powdered eye and a clot. In Mahotsukai, for spells that you need to cast, you need to make something called a clot, and it's relatively easy to make, it's just wool. And the rest is exactly the same. You stab yourself and draw the circle. It's just that every time you have to stab yourself. We just add the eyes and we just right click, yes. So let us see where the phase are. Yeah, you see the lines? Oh, they're here. Ew. Okay, that explains. The problem is that I don't really see them. Next time that we hear them, we're going to use the spell, but now that we have our energy cube, let us use it. I'm just going to put it under our controller and we should be good to go. One more thing, now that we have a creative energy cell, let us make a wireless terminal. Cause you know, from now on, I'm actually not paying for the power. So here is the wireless terminal. We also need one access point. And obviously we need a security terminal, which is, expensive. Why does it have to be a 16K? Finally, a security terminal. And there was also a wireless booster. Yes. Which I'm assuming we can make one stack? Yes. So we put the security terminal over there, we add the access point, we put the terminal inside so that it's synchronized, and if I'm not wrong, we should put the wireless boosters in here. It is going to give us a range of 500 blocks, but it's going to consume 4000 RF. Oh, and by the way, did you notice? This is the old texture. This is the new texture. That is not important. I have access to my ME system. So we do have a few uranite seeds. We have 6. And we also have 9 uranium seeds. I was thinking, why not planting them? So uranium goes over here, and I'm going to plant uranite on this one. The ritual that we have should affect them as well. But here's the point. I noticed that our crafter over here, which is making us insanium blocks, has 2 empty slots. So what we're going to do is that we're going to use the same ender chest, and we just have to set the patterns. That's it. I think since these guys are tier 5, they take longer to grow. Or maybe the ritual has to find them, because these ones have particle effects, those ones don't. And now that you really want to find some phase, you don't see them. Yes, I heard them. You're here. Thank you. And when you kill them, they will give you the Fey Essence. That was it? Oh, there is another one. Hello. Oh, we got 3. Nice. And now that we have a little bit of Fey Essence, we can actually craft something very important. You might notice that every time that I'm using these spells, they're gone. There's an item that we can craft which is called the Mystic Code, and I can cast the spell as many times as I want, as long as I have 1 inside. The problem is that this guy is going to have a little bit of durability, but for us it's not a problem because we can make it unbreakable. So now I should be able to cast it whenever I want. I think there was a cake which we could make so that they would go away. Yes, if you eat the cupcake, they will be disgusted and they will leave me alone. And if I want to get rid of the effect, I just have to cast the spell. Okay, so here is the cupcake, and I cannot eat it because this guy is active. Yes, now I can eat it. Are you disgusted? Hopefully. Well, the book says they should go away, so I'm assuming one day they will leave me alone. I don't hear them anymore. Maybe they're gone? One more thing that I want to do before finishing up today's episode is to try and fight the Wither. We just need a bucket of witch water, and we're just going to drop a skeleton inside so that we get a Wither skeleton. This no longer hurts me. Weird. We do not have beheading on the sword, but you should remember that Vorpal actually gives you beheading. So getting skulls is not going to be a problem at all. We got 1. We got 6. I should definitely deactivate my perks so that I don't pick up the swords. Actually, I just realized we have a decent amount of mana, so let us upgrade our sword just a little bit. Come on, don't fight it. It doesn't hurt. We're almost doing 100 damage. When I was playing Skybees, some of you guys told me that there is something called a tempered glass, and that is wither resistance. And it has an extremely cheap recipe. But just in case something goes wrong, we're going to try it over here. Is that snow? Oh, interesting. So I'm going to make it 3 by 3 by 4, so that the wither cannot run away. Oh, we need to go 1 block higher. That block looks weird. Anyways, let us get it over with. Don't run away. We go in, obviously. Was that 1 shot? Aha. Then I'm guessing we get another one. Hello. 2 shots. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.